Player 2 has joined the game.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 285 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
I've been better.
So much better.
If you want to know why, you can just go to our Discord. But if this is the first time you're ever seeing, hearing, or listening to us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every week, two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games, even if that news sucks. But like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, and everyone in betwixt. If you only listen on audio services, that's cool too. Just give us a 5-star review, thumbs up, or whatever your service does. This is the first episode in 2 weeks to not have, well, in one, you know what I mean, in 2 weeks to not have fan noise. Shut it. The fan. We had no air.
No, I know, but was there 2 episodes of that?
No, it's been two, but like 284 did, 283 didn't. Now we're 285.
284. I see what you're saying. I'm with you now.
If you really like us, you can go to patreon.com/2playercoop, where for just $1 you become a booster, where you can get the podcast live 1 day early. $5 makes you a producer, where you get a bonus episode every month. $10 makes you an affiliate, where you can watch us record the podcast live on YouTube. And for $20, you become a partner, which lets you choose the bonus episode topic and record with us if you so choose. Some of our patrons deserve a shout out, just like our affiliates, James Solar, Sarah Solar, John Tingley, and Derek Bamford, as well as our producers, Steve Appleton, Aunt Sue, Vernon Slayton, and Dustin Downs.
Why do you always say Aunt Sue?
It's not. It's just like, it's just funny that Aunt Sue, she has no idea that she does.
No.
If you like cool t-shirts and the like, you can go to teespring.com/stores/2playercoop.
Is it still I mean, clearly the link works, but aren't they just Spring now?
I should check.
Does this link even work anymore? No wonder nobody's buying our merch.
I should check. All right, so we are here. We got the air fixed, but now my AC is broken in another way. So I'm going to try to put that out of my mind and have a good time on this podcast, which Sean has already been helping me with since I had a bedazzle on my nipple.
Okay, it still works.
Okay.
Look at all that cool merch. Oh, you can't.
There it is.
All that merch.
Look at all that merch. Beautiful. Roll that beautiful bean footage. So we are recording this Sunday night as my house is torn asunder from a leak. God almighty. Jess, come home. So we are not going to cover... The Capcom Showcase is Monday, which they're going to talk about games that were already announced, but I feel like they're going to announce something, Dragon's Dogma 2, something.
Something new.
Yeah. Also, we're not covering the Xbox Showcase Extended. I will say I think I saw enough of Xbox today. But if there's anything that comes out of that that's interesting, we'll cover it next week.
Yeesh.
Sean, any other witty banter? Oh, I saw Top Gun Maverick, and it's freaking amazing.
I will be seeing it
2 days
Tuesday. I will have seen it by the time
we will see it 48 hours from now.
We'll talk about it spoiler-free next week.
I mean, I can talk about it right now.
I listened to the theme again on the way over.
Yeah, it's
cranked it. It's so good.
It is perfect. It's perfect. It is a perfect film. That's all I'll say.
You're setting the bar pretty high.
And
but I'm looking forward to it.
It will surpass it. What else? Oh, yeah, we did not watch Jurassic World. I wanted to, and then everyone
so
said
down
it's
on
the
that
worst
movie now.
ever. And the things I've heard, without getting too heavy into spoilers, just make me say I am sad. Hey, James. I wanted to love this movie, and I still might. I mean, who knows? It could be like, you idiots, critics, whatever, but like,
no.
Angry Joe, Jeremy Johns, kind of fun. Like, everyone that I go, like, Chris Stuckman hasn't reviewed it yet. He's also finishing his first indie movie. So I haven't listened to anything he has to say, but like, everyone that I kind of like hates it. And they say, like, what the hell were you doing? Cody Leach, who's one of the guys I found, Better Call Saul. He's a big Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad YouTuber. He's like, what were you thinking? Like, this is the end? Really? This is what you chose. This is how you tie up 6 movies. Really? And I'm just like, F. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very sad. But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about before we get into what we've been playing?
I got nothing.
Sean, what have you been playing?
I did it! I platinumed Dark
Praise
Souls
the
3.
sun. Oh, my belly's showing.
It's gonna be one of those episodes.
Praise the sun. Sean finally got the freaking Dark Souls Platinum. God almighty.
So-
I don't ever want to talk about this game again. Even if I wanted to play this, because of you, I will never play it again.
No, it's a fantastic game.
I know.
It's just the platinum was a lot. After Dustin helped me with the one thing,
Right.
it was a little bit more collectible farming, and then it was finally New Game Plus.
Just get the
Get the
things
last
you
of
need
the
and you're
rings.
done.
There's a couple
Yeah.
other things I had to do. There's one thing you have to learn all of
James.
the emotes, gestures, whatever. And there's this one Patches, the guy that's in like every single episode.
Oh, yeah. Episode
Every game.
of our podcast, yes.
You see him at this one part. He tricks you. You see him later. And then he's like, oh, you got me. Sorry. You don't kill him. He shows up back at like your home base. You talk to him. You learn the emote. Somehow I screwed that up
Hey,
last
James,
time.
I'll try. Well, I'll try.
So first playthrough, I just killed him because why not? Second playthrough, I didn't kill him because then he goes back to your home base and he sells you some stuff. And I think I needed to do something there. What I also needed to do was learn this emote from him, which I didn't do because you have to meet him there, then you have to leave, and then you come back and you get it. But I talked to him. I bought everything I wanted. He wasn't doing anything else. I'm like, I'll go ahead and kill him now. Later on, I realized if I had left and then come back, I would have gotten an emote from him. So I'm like, all right, I got to do that. And then there's one other thing that would have been pretty hard to screw up. And then just collect all the +2 rings that don't show up until New Game Plus. So because I've played this game so many times now, I kind of just outsmarted myself and went somewhere that I shouldn't have too early, and that canceled out him showing up at the part where he tricks you.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. But then I read online, they're like, well, you can still get him to show up at the shrine.
James,
whatever.
I hate you. I love you, but I hate you.
You can still get him to show up at the shrine if you go to this other place. He tricks you there too and whatever. So I'm like, oh, please, God, please work. And it did. I was like, okay. Once
so he's
I got that,
Loki.
basically.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, I'm officially past the point of I can't screw anything up now. I should be good. Then as I'm going through each of these rings, I eventually realized one of them you have to beat this game's Melania.
Oh,
Now,
my
it's
God.
nowhere near
Okay.
Melania, but by far the hardest boss in the game.
Yeah.
I think. So I saw that, and my heart just sunk because it took forever to beat that guy the first time. And I'm
So
like,
wait, why do you have to beat him again?
because you have to
drop
beat
something?
him in order to get to this area where a ring shows up.
Oh, okay.
And it was like the second to last ring I needed. So I was right at the end. And then, so I fought him. He smoked me. And I'm like, like,
And you're a New Game +2.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anybody to summon to help me. Like at this
With
high of a
this-
level. Like
This old ass.
I was like
name.
level
Yeah.
210. Like I'm just, oh God. And I fought him again and I wrecked him. And I was
Nice.
like, oh.
I guess we're doing
Okay.
this.
So I grabbed that ring and then I got one more. And then that was it. It popped and I was just like,
Thank you.
I still haven't deleted it yet, but I mean, I'm done with it. I'll never play
Yeah.
the game again, but I love the game, but holy crap. I'm glad I'm done with it. Oh, I did play, just because
Oh, God.
I
You
was
went
done
back
with
to
it.
My Name is Mayo 1.
No, because I was done with it, and I'm like, well, now what? I had to at least try Nickelodeon Battle All Stars or whatever it's called.
I've heard this is like the worst game.
It's
ever.
terrible.
Yeah. It's not even worth a Let's Play.
It's worse than Smash. Yeah. Like, there's something to be said. The cast of characters is kind of cool, like whatever. But like,
but they have voice acting.
To me, it controls worse than Smash. Like, I feel like Smash, if you get knocked off, it's like, ooh, jump, double jump, and then use your up special move. You know, it's pretty easy to get back. Yeah. In this game, anytime I got like knocked out of or away from the stage, I don't know. It's like the timing is weird. Like, it seems like the game just moves faster. Like, I had so much trouble just getting back, and I'd be like knocked off at like 60% damage. Not like I wouldn't go flying, but I would just get knocked off, and I was having trouble getting back. I'm like, this game, it's terrible. So that was. I think I got a couple trophies in it, but I'm done. PS Plus new and improved launches tomorrow, so I'm sure I'll find something to play. But yeah, I'm just kind of done for now. I don't know what the next big thing will be. I know what a couple small things will be.
Oh my god!
But I don't know what the next big one will
wait. Yeah, so hopefully, no promises, but we're really. Yeah, James hates it too. I'm really hoping that we're going to have another review video next week. For a certain game.
I mean, at the very least,
we're gonna do a review.
We can do a let's play. We can just kind of do a review on the fly. Let's play. Live thoughts. You can't post it yet, but like,
oh no! If we get codes, we're gonna make it work.
Well, but we've already got one code, right?
No, we got an invite.
Going to.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I thought when you wrote him back, he's like, you'll
get them before release.
Yeah,
but I don't know. That could be Wednesday, and the embargo's Thursday.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We may not get time to do a full-fledged review. But even if we only get the one code,
we'll figure it out.
Couch co-op here.
And it's
like
on
a
Game
let's
Pass,
play
so
/ review.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it either way. But Redacted may be getting a review next week. I'm very hopeful about that. Please, God, don't let us down. It's to many people, it's probably not that big a game, but I think to us, it's like I tweeted.
I'm way more excited for it than I should be.
Yeah,
it's not going to live up to the hype, I don't think.
Oh, I think it will, but it's still what it is.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So, Redacted, coming next week. I haven't really played anything other than playing some more Perils, Baking Super Edition on the Super Game Boy. I never went back after that auto scroll level on 42.
You haven't
I
beaten
think
that level?
I was like, I'm not going back. I think I might be done. I know I can beat it, I guess, but like that one jump with the spikes. So I don't know if you remember exactly what it is, but you land on this platform here. Mm-hmm. There's a spike here. There's spikes all above you. You have to jump from here to another platform. Mm-hmm. If you jump, no matter, I've tried everything, I cannot avoid the spikes up top. So you're going to get hit. You land on the platform. Then a spike falls. So even if you make it through there without getting hit, you're on like this platform that's super skinny and you're going to get hit again.
Yeah.
Then you just have to take the invincibility, like Mega Man, whatever, and just go boom, 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 whatever. But like, if you get there with one heart, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. And then after I die, I watch it keep going and going. I see an A, and it keeps going. And then I'm finally like, there's the popcorn. Okay, so I have to get all the way to there. Yeah. There's a lot of enemies coming, but like, James, I cannot confirm or deny that, but you might be right.
Or you might be wrong.
You might be crazy. But it just might be a lunatic you're looking for, right?
Right.
James is too young. He has no idea. Maybe he does. He probably does. But I have not. After that, I was like, this is just pissing me the F off.
But I mean, at this point,
I'm pot committed. I'm at level 42.
Well, but I was gonna. Have you completely written off the platinum?
I'm not getting the platinum. I'm not. Okay. I'm not gonna get. I've got one. Like I said, I've got two flawless runs, 0 speed runs out of 42 levels. So, like, I can try to speed run the first 20 levels, I guess. But like,
yeah,
no, it's still. I'm not saying that I go back on our score or anything. I think it's an 8. It's a very good platformer. I just think maybe I'm just old. I know, James, say something. I know. Sean's going to say something too. I'm not as good at these games as I used to be. Like Mario World, Mario 3, I know them like the back of my hand. So I can still play. And Mario World, well, it's easy.
Yes.
Okay. Mario 3 is not. We saw that when we did our quote unquote speed run with Nerd 901 when we were still with them. By the way, it's been a year since all that happened. It was a weird time hop week. I was going to tweet about that and then I forgot. Thank you, James. Thank you for saying. James in the chat says, I think Perils on PS4 is much harder than Colin makes it sound. Thank you. Maybe it's not just me then that I'm bad. I mean, Sean was the first one to get the platinum.
The first platinum.
Apparently.
Let me double check. Let me make sure.
Colin did get the PS5 platinum. He was number 4 to get the PS5 platinum.
Really?
But I'm not good at this game. I don't know if it's like, I used to think I was just bad at Super Meat Boy because it was tough, but now I'm like, maybe I'm just bad at platformers and I didn't know it or something. But yeah. So that's really all I've played. I did download RDR2. I haven't started it yet, though.
RDR.
And I did buy GTA 5, but I think I said that a couple weeks ago. Sean had the first platinum in Super Perils of Baking on PS4, period.
Now, what I kind of want to do, I can't imagine
game.
anybody got it on PS5 before I got it on PS4.
You just have to go to games and then search Super Perils of Baking and then click the PS5 version and see.
All right. June 4th, just after midnight, according to this time.
Well, that's probably GMT, I would guess.
Probably.
What's GMT?
Greenwich Mean Time.
Really? I don't know what it meant. It was Great Britain Mexican time. I don't know.
All right, Super Perils of Baking, Super Perils of Baking. Twice baked.
And the winner is?
May 31st.
Brian. Well, I mean, he wrote the trophy list.
Okay, Breath of Water did beat me on PS5.
Okay, so...
But still, and there's Colin.
I'll give it to you.
I got it before Colin got it.
You literally have the first PS4 platinum of Super Perils. I'm not gonna. There's no one can say anything.
Can't take
about
that away from me.
But James, I do think it's tough.
May 31st. Like, how do you even get the game? Well, I guess we had it by then. It just took me a while to platinum it.
Brian,
but he did that on PS5.
But he made the trophy.
No, I know,
and he's also way, 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 way better than us.
Well,
that is correct.
That is correct.
But that's all I've played. Like I said, I want to get to RDR2. I want to go back and play GTA 5 again. I'm not going to go back and play MGS4. I've decided that. Although, 10-year anniversary. Today. June 12th.
Of?
MGS4, not 1. I'm just saying, there it is. That's the only thing I've got here that I can point to.
10 years?
14.
I was going to say, I thought it was like 13 or 14.
No, 14, sorry.
Weird.
14-year anniversary as we record. A game that I loved at first and definitely soured on a lot, especially when I played it this last time. I was like, oh, man, this game. But, yeah. So that's what we've been playing. We've got a lot to cover. So, Sean, you want to get news of the week?
Let's get into it.
Why? What was that? Let's get into it. All right, Sean, we will get into it. And we're going to start off. So, we've got 2 news items, and it's Key 3, and it's the Xbox Bethesda Showcase. I will say I feel bad for Jeff about the leak.
Yeah.
Because if that's what you're closing the show on and it
sucks.
leaks,
Yeah.
it sucks. But we'll get there when we get there. All right. Street Fighter 6 got another trailer. We got our first gameplay footage, which is what they said, but that it didn't look anything different than what we saw at State of Play.
No.
So what I like what I've seen from people that went to the Summer Game Fest live whatever thing.
The people.
What do you think about the HUD?
It doesn't look Street Fighter. It looks
the blue
overly
and green, whatever.
Like modern, just for the sake of being. I don't know. I wish it was a little more classic. It just doesn't
just
say
yellow.
Street Fighter to me. Yeah, but I guess it's not a huge deal. But I'm not a big fan.
And we're also old.
Yeah.
Of course, the entire roster has leaked, but they did officially reveal. Why are you looking at me like that? What is it?
I look at you when you talk.
Okay, thank you. But we did get our first official reveal of Gile. Also, name is Rue. Guile. And the first thing I wrote down, and then I texted Sean, he was like, "Yup, Guile looks like Brock Lesnar if he had a freaking flat top."
I couldn't put my finger on it, but I'm like, he looks weird. And
It's
then when
the
you said Brock
facial hair.
Lesnar, I'm like, okay, that's it.
So now he's got a goatee. Also, when he's combing his hair, if you look, I might be crazy, but I think what I saw in the trailer was when his head goes down, it's like the hair, it's like if Hulk Hogan went, and then he's still got a bald spot here. Like the hair is just like a fortress around his bald spot or something. I might be crazy, but I think that's what I remember. Guile's awesome. Sonic booms everywhere. We know that. I will say I am so happy that Capcom is being so open about this game. Ever since they finally announced it and they got a new horrible logo. Oh, did you notice about the logo, what they did?
The IV?
Yeah.
I did not
The
notice
VI.
that until...
VI.
Or yeah, VI. I did not notice it until
The 6
this
is
one.
a VI. And I was like...
I also didn't even really... I don't even know how it was a 6.
Well, they took the SF6 and somehow turned it into just a 6.
Yeah, once I saw the VI and then they turned it sideways.
Right.
Oh, that's why that's that. But I didn't think it used to look like a 6, but
Right.
it's also a VI. I'm just like, I don't know what that design is. And I'm like, oh, it's a VI on its side.
I
But
will say,
I
Guile
don't like it.
John, Guile looked awesome. I agree. I do think this is still not the final logo. Just
No.
give us red, yellow,
They're doing
Street
the
Fighter.
whole like graffiti motif.
But then
Even
you
the
just have
Capcom,
a
like the
you got
graffiti
an impact
Capcom.
font,
I
Street
think that
Fighter
looks
6.
cool.
Yeah,
I think we will eventually get a Street Fighter 6 logo that's
That
in the
matches.
graffiti
Yeah.
type font thing. Yeah.
I'm so hyped for this game. I still have concerns. I don't know how I feel. Like watching it play, when you see people actually playing it, and a lot of outlets have put up actual footage of fights. It is that whole boom pause.
Yeah, I don't like the. Like I don't like the
I
little
don't
pauses.
know. Yeah, I
feel
don't
like maybe
know how
you
I
can
feel
turn
about
it
that.
off. Hopefully, I don't know. It's not. I'm not a big fan of that. but-
I'm gonna buy it day one. We know this. Like I'm just gonna buy it. I'm gonna play as Ryu, whatever you want to say, Rue. But yeah, I'm
My
just
only concern is I hope they're not going overboard with like to satisfy all like the MLG and like tournament, like just all these like blocks and dodges and counters. You can like I hope there's not so much of that in the game
that it's
I'm
too
just
technical.
Like, yeah, like I just want to be able to.
I want
I
the
don't
two of
know.
us to be
I'm a
able to
little
sit
worried
down
about
for a
it.
let's play and just be stupid and play Ryu versus Ken.
I'm
and
sure
just do
you
it.
and me playing it'll be fun,
Yes,
but
I feel like
I will not have fun playing online.
No, I
can
will have-
guarantee you that. And I'm not sure playing against a computer if there is a whole bunch of that
Yeah.
crap. I don't know, but we'll see.
I feel like I'm going to be way better at Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection online than I am at this.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro. Next up, we got a trailer for Aliens Dark Descent coming out 2023 on console and PC. It's a new game from Focus. There's also non-alien humanoid enemies, which was... I was listening to Game Scoop yesterday when I was grocery shopping, and Damon Hatfield almost had a friggin' aneurysm because he's like, there are only aliens in Alien. Like, I know Prometheus has screwed everything up, whatever, but like, what the hell? You've had these xenomorphs everywhere forever throughout this franchise, and now there's just like humanoid things that look like they're in Dead Space or something. I don't know. I guess it's a top-down isometric shooter is what I wrote down, but it seems like there's more strategery involved. But I don't know. This was like a very, very way too long trailer, and I don't think I'm in. I mean, I don't care about Alien.
No, I care nothing about this game. What I will say, and I know everybody said it now, but I think this is just kind of the perfect storm. However, all of these like space horror games, like I think it's time to pump the brake. They're going like full zombies on it. Like
was
how
like an
every game was
hour-
zombies before. Now it's like everything is like space horror game.
I feel like it was an hour and 20 minutes out of this 2-hour show.
between
was
this,
space
Callisto, and Fort Solace, not to mention we've got Dead Space remakes coming and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm into Callisto, I will say that.
Yes.
Aliens, I don't care about. I don't think I care about Fort Solace. I love Troy Baker. I don't know that I care about that game. But I'm just like, can we get some new ideas, guys?
There was a lot of sameness in this show. But speaking of Callisto Protocol, that was up next. And we got a more gory trailer, and I wrote down, holy shit.
The death where the dude gets like sucked in and they like zoom in on his face and he's like, no. Like, I don't want to see your face as you're realizing you're dying. Like, that was a bit much for me.
Well, it's like Dead Space had the whole freaking and then the needle goes in, whatever. Yeah.
But that being said, this looks pretty sweet.
We got a gameplay trailer finally. They showed off the med bay and the power station. There's a new weapon called the Grip, which acts like a gravity gun, which you can grab enemies and throw them. But it's not even just that. It's like you grab them, and it seems like it slows down or something. Then you can plot out what you're going to do, and then you throw them into a freaking meat grinder.
Yeah, it seems like that's going to be a big focus of the game. I think there's going to be lots of strategically placed fans and other traps, like stage fatality kind of things.
Eternal Champions. Yep,
yeah,
there you go.
So that'll be cool.
You can shoot off body parts.
That looks awesome. That reminds me of Time Killers. I mean, I know I'm dating myself here, but obviously, kicked up a notch. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
You also have what I wrote down as a melee electric stick thing for up close combat. I said it looks terrifying. There also will be PlayStation exclusive DLC at launch called the Contraband Pack, which seems like it's just in-game weapons and stuff like that. The more I see about this game, the more hyped I get. I like how they're... I mean, he created Dead Space, so I get it. But like, they've got the thing back here on your neck, which is your life bar. You can see it goes from green to red and whatever. I like how the ammo... Like, when you pick up your gun to shoot, there's the little... thing that's like green, yellow, red, and it's like 0. At one point it popped up and was like 0-2, like you've got 2 shots left, whatever, you got to reload. I feel like this game is going to terrify the crap out of me, but the more I see of this, the more I'm like, I think this is just day one for me.
I don't know that I'm to day one yet, but I'm it's probably...
John Tingley, Time Killers was awesome.
From this show... refreshing my memory here, there's only maybe 3 games that I'm more interested in than Callisto. So it's definitely high on my list.
Yeah.
It's going to be up there. It might be a day one for me. We'll see.
Then we got Sean's favorite game of the show. We got a gameplay reveal trailer for Modern Warfare 2.
Okay, what I will say about this game, and I feel like I'm going to say it a lot throughout this episode, and I need to find a better way to say it. This looks
good.
Awesome. Yeah. But I don't care. Like, and I mean looks. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Doesn't look
the
fun
lighting, everything.
To me. I'm just not, especially now, and I think that was one of the things that turned me off. Like, I'm not a big first-person shooter guy.
We know.
But... and not even but. Also, in the Modern Warfare that you let me borrow.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like that in a lot of games because I never play these. But in that one, I felt like I could have beaten levels without ever firing my gun. Because you've got this team with you that's just like, oh, there's a guy. Pow! Oh, all right. Cool. Thanks. Like, it's just so weird. And I know they're trying to... that's how war is. You're not just one dude out there like killing
everyone,
armies of people, but like it's just weird. Like, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't do anything for me. But yes, it looks beautiful.
I'm hyped. I can't wait. So it seems like since we got through Xbox, spoiler alert for later, without any announcement that this is coming to Game Pass, it's not. So I'm just gonna buy it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I guess they're going to wait till next year when everything closes, whatever. But they talked about the new water technology that makes the boat move so you and the enemies don't stay behind cover. It was cool to think about that.
John remembers Time Killers.
I just said that like 5 minutes ago. Where have you been?
I don't know.
I don't know where I was. But the boat, the boat and everything on the boat. So the boat is moving in the water, which makes like the crates and stuff move. So enemies behind there, and it's like, great story. But then like they're not behind cover. You're not behind. I like that stuff. I think it's cool. Yeah. It is finally coming back to Steam. Also interesting and pissing a lot of people off. The last gen versions of the game will also cost $70.
That seems a little odd.
It's Call of Duty. They could charge $100,
and people will buy it.
And be like, well, it's Modern Warfare 2. Okay. Also, Warzone 2.0 is coming out later this year. Next up, we got a new trailer for Flashback 2.
I know you're probably not going to believe me, and it's easy, whatever. I almost had this as a prediction, but I'm like... And then I started thinking...
They already announced it.
Well, no, but I figured we would see it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I can't remember. I couldn't remember where we even left off. I'm like...
All they said is that
just
it's
rumored?
coming.
Was it confirmed?
Yeah.
Have we seen it? And I'm just like, forget it. And I just moved on. But I thought about putting Flashback as a...
The only thing I don't like about this was that I don't know if they were actually showing gameplay or not. I don't care what it is. We're both going to play this game. Talk about a review.
I hope it is similar to Flashback. I kind of got
Fade to Black.
What's the game? It was on PlayStation. I think it was originally Xbox. Then we had a remaster. It's like a Metroidvania. Nolan North was the guy.
Shadow Complex.
Yeah, I like that game, but I kind of got those kind of vibes from this. Not that it's necessarily Metroidvania, but a little bit more action-y than just, I don't know. Like in Flashback, I feel like there's an occasional enemy. You're really just trying not to die. I don't know. I think I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be good regardless, but I wonder if this is another type of game that people will look at and say, we've evolved from Flashback 1. That kind of game doesn't work anymore. Let's switch it up. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Like, from a high level, it looks like Flashback, kind of, but I'm afraid it's not going to play like it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I hope it does. But, I hope it plays better, but yeah. So it's still supposedly coming out this year. It's coming out to current gen and last gen as well as PC. And I think this is when they kind of started to lose me. We got a trailer for Witchfire, which I wrote down as a medieval shooter. Apparently this was revealed before, but I don't ever remember.
I remember the title, but I can't picture. I can't even picture. I can't remember what it looked like, but clearly
it's a first-person shoot, whatever. Like, I don't care. Then we got the Fort Solis reveal trailer. Troy Baker and Roger Clark are the two main characters. I said it takes place on a Martian mining thing. It's described as a tight, fast-paced thriller. This goes back to what Sean was saying. It's like, this is when it's like,
I feel like they
especially
had
with
to
the
be
next
like,
game.
oh god, like after they saw Aliens and then Callisto, and they knew
like how many of these are we gonna have?
This is well, no, I'm saying even for like the creators were probably like, crap,
damn it,
like coming up third. I mean, whatever.
I don't know. Troy's in it. I love Troy. We'll talk about him again more here in a minute, or a lot of minutes. But I don't know that this. I don't know. I got to see more. Then we got another space thing for a game called Routine, which looks like it was like a Terminator kind of game. There's the robot things that come to life in a dark space. It's like, it's weird. It is what you said. It's like the whole zombie thing, but now it's all dark, moody space horror things.
Right.
And this did not do it to me. It looks like, I think it's only coming to PC and Xbox, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not going to miss it.
Then randomly, The Rock is here, and he's talking about Fortnite. And he's like, hey.
I love The Rock, but
what the F was
God,
this?
that was so... This had like,
hey,
how do you do, fellow
kids?
Like, it was just awkward.
You
like,
know me as the Foundation.
We know you as
The Rock.
The Rock. Like,
I did not...
It was...
I was like, brutal. Why is he saying he's the Foundation? Oh, that's a Fortnite character. Yeah, I had no idea. Like, and then, by the way, here's a trailer for Black Adam, which we've all seen from a few days ago. Who friggin' cares? Now, I will say, credit to Jeff Keighley, there was not a lot of ads in this, like there was last year, and like the Game Awards have had in the past.
It was, I
will say that. But this was like, and also I'm drinking my Zoa energy drink, and if you can smell what The Rock's cooking, watch this.
It was bad.
Oh, I love The Rock. Please run for president. And no, I'm not saying that with sarcasm. Then we got a trailer for Outriders World Slayer DLC. It's out June 30th. I feel like this ship has sailed. I know it was on Game Pass. It was Colin's Game of the Year somehow last year or whatever. I cannot imagine how many people are actually going to play this DLC. Mm-hmm. I feel like that game came and went, and no one's going to play this.
Yeah.
We got a Switch sizzle reel of upcoming games. I wrote down, is this all we're going to get? Yep. Then we got a Fall Guys real world trailer, which I'm just starting to hate that game. It's free to play, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. Then we got Stormgate. It's from Frost Giant Studios. It's ex-Blizzard developers. There was the floating robot thing. I wrote game down, is it Tomb Raider in space with mechs? And then I saw Ryan McCaffrey. Somebody was like, or no, it was Rick Hogue, I think, was like, Destiny, Tomb Raider, like another game. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I thought. Like, what the hell is this game? But it's a RTS free-to-play game. There's no pay-to-win microtransactions. It's in Unreal 5, and the beta is coming next year. I know you were like, blah. But I feel like because this is ex-Blizzard guys, this might, if it actually comes to console, who knows? Yeah. This might be something you would like.
I would give it a try, yeah. I like free-to-play, and I like no pay-to-win. I mean,
right.
I don't know. I'm not that interested, but for free, yeah, maybe I'd try it.
Then we got a reveal trailer for High Water, which is coming out this year. It looks like it's Waterworld. It's after the end of the Earth. There's a cool cel-shaded art style, and it's an adventure strategy game. This is one of those games that I feel like I might like. But did this really need? This seems like there was so like if you're doing Key 3.
So this is when I had concrete guys at the house doing our back patio, and they came with a little like front end loader thing. And at this time, they were down.
They cut your internet?
No, they were filling up the thing with concrete, driving it up the driveway, and just. I'm like, huh? I'm like watching the concrete and it like sloshing back and forth, driving up the driveway. This thing was probably within an inch or two the same width as my gate. So I'm watching a guy inch his way through the gate without taking my fence down, going around to the backyard, tearing our lawn up, dumping it, and I'm just like, I let my iPad keep playing, and I had my headphones in, but I was going to this room, watching him dump it into the thing. I was going to this room, watching him drive up the driveway. I was going to this room to watch him in the backyard. So I was not paying a whole lot of attention at this point, but yeah.
It looks cool. I don't know that I'll play it. For some reason, even though it's not a walking simulator, or at least first person, something about it gave me, Firewatch vibes, but mostly.
Yeah.
Then we got a trailer for American Arcadia, which I wrote this down, then other people said it as well. It looks like it's a Truman Show escape game. So you're in the Truman Show and you're trying to get out, and the people are really evil. The lady who's in charge of everything sounds like the mean goat sheep lady from Zootopia, is what I thought of, which is also kind of plays into this, whatever. Spoilers for Zootopia, whatever.
Okay.
But it's quote-unquote coming soon to PC and console. Then we got what I thought was a new reveal trailer for Dead Island 2. But instead, it was freaking Goat Simulator 3, which is out this fall for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. I wrote down there was no Goat Simulator 2. I thought it was Dead Island 3. I don't know what else to say. Hats off to them. I thought for sure, and that's why they did it. I was like, this is Dead. Oh my God, somebody's doing Dead Island. Finally. Like one of the most iconic reveal trailers of all time, that it's been spoofed multiple times. But I had forgotten about it until I saw this, and I was like, holy shit, is that Dead Island 2?
Right. 3.
And then the goats have lasers and whatever. I don't care. Some of the Metal Gear accounts I follow were like, oh, y'all. So they read the making of MGS2 book. Because do you remember what Kojima was going to do with Metal Gear Solid 2?
Call it Metal Gear Solid 3.
But, I mean, did you remember that for real?
No.
Okay.
I mean...
But
I remembered that you had said that, but I had
the whole point
forgotten.
was like the 3 was
just
to be
mess.
Like it was obviously going to feed into the theme of the game, but then Konami was like, okay, there are, we love you Kojima back then, but like there are some things you can't call the second game the third game, but it was supposed to be like the NYC skyline or something. But yeah, I don't care about Goat Simulator. It's stupid. Whatever. It'll be fun. Then we got a trailer for Marvel's Midnight Suns. Master of Puppets played. It's out October 7th. There's Evil Hulk with horns. Also, Yuri Lowenthal is voicing Spider-Man. And this is coming out on everything. Yeah. When I heard that voice, I was like... And then it was confirmed. I was like, "Holy, that's cool, but also weird." Also, I could not care less about this game.
No,
XCOM style game with card-based something. And the worst art style... I hate the way this game looks.
I don't like anything about it.
It's inspired from the comics, whatever. I don't care. It looks horrible. Spidey shows up and I'm like, what the hell are you wearing?
Yeah.
You know? So, whatever. If you're happy, you're happy. Then I woke back up for a Cuphead Delicious Last Course trailer. Coming out June 30th, confirmed. Put it in my veins is what I wrote. I
wanted
boss
to not
fight.
Watch it.
I know, but I'm like,
I watched the whole thing. I can't wait. I hope. I think, and it's probably already been announced. We're basically getting one more world.
I think we're getting a whole
which
island.
Means probably like
7-8 bosses.
Yeah, so like I don't like. I'm glad it's only what $7 or $8 or something. I
have no idea.
I think it said it was like $8. It's a weird price point. But I think it was $8.
It's
not
way
10.
too low.
But I mean, it's going to be awesome. I just know that I'm gonna finish it in like a day and be like, I need more now, and this is probably the end of it. I don't know that we'll ever get a Cuphead 2.
I
hope we do, but I don't know.
It's taken them 5 years to put out DLC.
Yeah.
By the way, we might play through this on the channel.
Maybe.
I love this boss fight. I love the verticality of it, that you do the first phase and then you jump, and you go up, and then you got the other. And I was like, as I was watching this, it was beautiful, but I was also texting Sean. I was like, oh my God. Like it's like I was having PTSD and I forgot.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to jump back in.
We're not. We need to play it.
Well, what's weird is
to get ready.
Guess like Cuphead and Mugman are basically Mario. Well,
yes,
old school Mario and Luigi. They're identical. Miss Chalice, unless they all have new weapons. And stuff.
I don't think so. Yeah.
She had like different weapons. And
she had the thing where
maybe
she spins and there's some
yeah.
lightning. Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if that's just her or if everybody has these new. I don't know. We'll see, but I can't wait.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited for this. Yeah. But after this, I went back to sleep because we got a trailer for Neon White on the Switch. It's like a real first-person shooter. I don't know. It's out June 16th. Some people are happy.
I'll pass.
You were watching Concrete.
Yep.
Dry. Then we got a trailer for Midnight Fight Express, which
I would rather watch Concrete dry than some of those.
Kind of reminds me of Sifu, but it's made by one dude. It's an isometric action shooter with a cool art style. It's out August 23rd on console and PC. This was one of those indies where I was like, I like this.
It's at least different.
Yeah. I don't know that I'm buying it, but I'm at least interested.
Yeah.
And then we got a teaser for Warframe stuff, which I don't care about. Then we got a trailer for Honkai Star Rail from the Genshin Impact developer. I said, I don't know. Then we got another trailer from the same dev for Zenless Zone Zero. I said, also from them, I don't care. Then I wrote down Falling Asleep. And then we got a release date. Leaked, but now confirmed. Shredder's Revenge is out June 16th. Casey Jones is playable. We've got all 4 turtles. Splinter, April, Casey. And 6 freaking player co-op. Not 4, 6. Are you kidding me?
No, we've got to find a way to do that.
And it's Game Pass day 1.
So you, me, James,
John, Derek.
I assume you're getting it. Maybe Derek.
Dustin.
I know. Dustin. I mean, that's 6 already. Chris Peralta. I know he was tweeting like he wants to do like. I think we can round up 6 people. I don't know how. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. It'll be nice if we can do couch co-op
and then join with 4 others.
Or if you're doing online, everybody's got to be.
Yeah,
so I don't know how that'll work, but I can't wait.
It's also on Game Pass day 1. I did not expect that at all.
Yeah.
So I hope they got paid a lot because this game is going to sell like crazy. They must have gotten paid a lot is what I would say. I'm so excited for this. Right now, the games we actually know are coming out the rest of this year. We know are coming out the rest of this year. I think I'm more excited for this than anything. More than the thing we'll talk about last.
No, this is probably number 2 for me. Behind that one.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And the Cowabunga collection, not too far behind.
Which we might be making a video for. Actually, it probably went live before you're saying it. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Then we got a trailer, and I went back to sleep, for Super People.
I don't even remember this one.
We got a trailer for Humankind.
Or that one.
The One Piece Odyssey RPG is out this year.
I kind of remember that.
Soul Hackers 2 got a trailer for its English dub. Then I wrote down I'm Falling Asleep Again. Then Metal Hellsinger's out September 15th. It's a rhythm shooter set to...
That looks kind of cool. Like, I don't think I'm going to play it, and I don't
appreciate
like
the hell
first-person
out of
shooters,
it.
but like, I never got into what was that game that was like the rhythm-based Zelda game? Well, there was an actual Zelda version of it, but Crypt Keeper, Night of the Crypt.
Cryptomancer, the Crypt of the Necro Zelda,
Anyway,
Crypt of the Neck.
Like, I never got into that.
I tried.
I kind of feel like it almost maybe works better in this style of game where like you're like trying to keep up with the music.
I agree. You look like an idiot, but I agree.
I think that could be cool.
We got a trailer for The Quarry. I don't know why when it was out the next day, but whatever. Then we got a trailer for Nightingale. It's a first-person game. I wrote it's a first-person game that looks blah. You can craft realm cards to teleport or something. Then we got a Saints Row Boss Factory demo, which is out now. You can create your own character. Still no release date for this game. People I saw were creating Undertaker and other things, but then we got a Warhammer 40K Dark Tide trailer. I don't know, man. Yeah, Warframe was earlier. Okay, and this is what I put in the Discord. I cannot keep track of what the hell Warframe is and what Warhammer is.
Same. And there's been 40,000 of these. I don't remember.
Shut up. I appreciate Jeff doing this show, but at some point he's got to be like, there are certain games, if you're hyping this up, you're like, oh no, E3, big eye emoji, here we are. This is the show? Really? Like, you have to be, this should never have been 2 hours. The Game Awards are too long. I love Jeff, but it's like, at some point, more people have to start calling him out. Like, this was not a good show. But we'll keep going. Then we got a reveal for Layers of Fears. Yes, that's the name. Bloober Team's here, and we're going to give you a little dose of this trailer. And they freaking show Layers of Fears. Forza Horizon 5. What the hell? We'll talk about Kojima here in a little bit. Bloober's there, and they show Layers of Fears. Not Silent Hill. I'm not worried about my predictions. I don't care. I'm just saying, what the hell? When they say Bloober Team, like... And remember, when we did our predictions, you were like...
Now, where do we stand on Silent Hill?
We have nothing. It's all rumors. It's all rumors.
Okay, so nothing's been...
Correct.
Okay, well...
It's out early 2023. It's on Unreal 5. I don't give a crap because it's not Silent Hill. It's just pissing me off. Then we got a Gotham Knights Nightwing trailer. That was all CG. Or maybe it was in-game, but it didn't look good, and it wasn't actual gameplay. So I'm like... I
can't get myself to care about this
game. The more I see about this game, the less I care. I want to play this game, but they're not selling me on it at all. Especially saying that this can only run on current gen, not last gen. I'm like, what the hell about this is current gen
why?
only?
I don't know.
And then we go from there to Neil Druckmann shows up on stage. What do you think about Neil with the short hair? He's had it for a while now, but he had the long hair for a long time.
I like it. I feel like the long hair now is like, I don't know. I've gotten used to the short hair.
Yeah.
Now.
I love Neil, but he comes up on stage. He talks a lot, and they're laughing about leaks that happened. Then he talks about factions or whatever it's going to be called. Neil says it is a standalone multiplayer game as big as any of the single-player games that they have made. It has a story. It's very unique. New characters, and it's in a new part of the U.S., and then they show a picture of the golden... Like, it's San Francisco. Got it. Okay, cool. Also, Horizon was just there. But, okay, whatever. Yeah. More news coming next year. And then I wrote down, it looks like it's going to be called Lookout, because Naughty Dog tweeted, keep a lookout in quotes with the concept art. If this ends up being I don't know what they're going to do. Obviously, this is one of their live service games that Sony's making. It's going to be $70. But if this is like Destiny 2 or Division 2 or whatever, if it's that kind of game where you should play multiplayer, but you can play it by yourself, then I'm in. If this is an online only whatever, you have to play with people game, I would have to be freaking wowed to get this. What do you think about whatever this ends up being?
I'm far from sold right now. I don't really know what to think. I'm kind of with you. If it can be played and still be enjoyed single player, I could be down. I like that there's an actual story to it. It's not just, go kill everybody kind of thing. But I don't know. Yeah, if it's like multiplayer only or multiplayer focused, I might be out.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Then he told us that, well, it was the next day, but now it's already done. The Last of Us show has wrapped filming on season 1. Neil Druckmann did get to direct an episode.
That's cool.
That makes me very happy. I'm down to squad up if it's multiplayer only. Well, James, come back in 2024 and we'll hook up. Also, so they had Troy and Ashley on stage for this, and they are both actually in the HBO show in
That's awesome.
undisclosed roles. That makes undisclosed roles. I don't know what the hell I was saying. Were you laughing and burping?
I was about to burp.
I'm Donkey Kong.
Then my burp got cut short because I started laughing. It was like stuck in here. And then I was like,
it's so good that Troy and Ashley are in this show. That makes me so happy. I'm sure they will be bit.
when are you going to do your hair like Troy?
I can't. I've tried. I tried to be Captain America. It didn't work. I would love to be. Troy is just the coolest. I know people think he's pretentious, whatever, the NFT stuff, whatever. He is pretentious, but like, I feel like we could have him on here for 2 hours and we wouldn't even have to say a thing. And he would just freaking exposit.
I have no idea.
He would just talk. Isn't that a word? Exposit?
Pontificate.
Well, he would pontificate for sure.
Out his tuchus.
He would not be out of his tuchus. Then they're like, hey, well, it's been a long day, Twitter, whatever. And we got the official trailer, even though it leaked, for The Last of Us Part 1. Out September 2nd. They also announced that The Last of Us 2 has sold 10 million copies. That's cool, but it's not. You have 117 million consoles out there. God of War has sold over 20 million. Spider-Man, between the two games, 33 million.
Yeah.
Probably because it's not
all
a
things
great
considered, game. It's good, but it probably should have been.
It should have been. I'm sure they made their money back, but yeah. But yeah, The Last of Us Part 1 has been rebuilt from the ground up for PS5. They are using the original performance capture enhanced with more details due to AI and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Just hearing them talk about how they made this game, I'm like, first off, like Sean tweeted, if you don't want the game and you don't want to spend $70, don't.
Right. Like, I get it.
I get it too.
If you don't want this game, if you don't think it's worth $70, that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't think the graphics are that much of an improvement? I disagree, but I can at least see it. I don't think that's the main selling point here. It's kind of like RE4.
Yes, exactly.
It's a game that needs to be updated.
I tried to play it before 2 came out,
with
and
modern
it
controls and stuff. RE4, yeah, it's probably going to look way better. But I mean,
it's going to play
RE4 was
way
like
better too.
3 gens ago at this point. At least Last of Us was only 2, and it was just remastered last gen.
Yeah.
I guess RE4 was 2, technically. So, but this looks like it's identical to Last of Us Remastered in terms of dialogue and camera shots. And like, it's just rebuilt, but also the same. RE4,
it's a new game.
Yeah. So I get it. If you don't think it's worth $70, but shut up about it. Just don't buy
just say,
it. Like,
I'm not going to buy it. Cool. Wait for a sale. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get. It's just people that want to just hate things because it's cool to do. I can't wait. I mean, yeah, I'm in day one. I think this game needs.
I know it's only 9 years old, but it needed.
Yes. Yeah.
Modernized controls or modernized gameplay with improved controls. There will be more accessibility options as well. Enhanced combat and exploration. I wrote down clearly the models are from the Last of Us 2 flashbacks. I'm fine with, like, obviously they were able to.
They should be.
Yes. And it looks. If it was funny before we saw the side by side comparison, Sean and I were texting, and I'm like, I don't know that it looks that good. And then I saw them, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
And
Once you see it side
in
by
my
side,
head, I was like, in my head, obviously, I was picturing Last of Us 2 flashbacks, but that is not how that game looked, even on PS4.
Yeah.
Druckmann also said that he has a quote unquote another game project in the works, but he won't talk about it yet unless quote PlayStation leaks it. I like him having some fun. John, I get it. If you don't want it, I get it. Trust me, that's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah. Final thoughts on Summer Game Fest. I
do want to talk about something, and I'll talk about it now, even because
okay.
I didn't see it anywhere, and because I didn't see this until after the fact. I'm like, did I miss this? I think it was just kind of stealth announced on Twitter, separate from this. Have you seen this game, the Plucky Squire or something?
Yeah. This game is like Zelda.
It's
but
like
also
Zelda meets
Punch-Out.
Comic Zone.
Yeah.
Like, I am so in. I was in on this game when it was just like the storybook thing. I'm like, okay, this is cool.
But then you see all the callbacks.
And you're like,
yeah,
out on the desk, and I'm like, I can't remember if that's a 22 game or 23, or if they even said. But like,
John, if you're still here, let me know.
But
I think
like,
it's 22.
That is one of my most hyped games. Like,
I had never heard of it before.
It might not even be that good. I don't know. But like, God bless you for doing something different. Like, I think it looks amazing. I think it's going to be so much fun. It may not live up to, kind of the idea that they're trying to do, but I think it looks awesome. I can't wait for that, whenever that is.
I agree.
But yeah, as far as the show goes, I hate that The Last of Us, obviously they're not going to redo the whole show. Like, they had this all laid out.
You can't end it with Gotham Knights, which was the theme before it. Like,
but it sucks that their closer was leaked by PlayStation like an hour before the show. I think we all kind of knew this game was coming. So even if it wasn't leaked, it seems kind of a soft game to.
That's why I assumed when they were done, I was like, Jeff's going to say
one more thing. Yeah.
But he didn't. And I was like,
but I mean, nothing else. There's nothing else that they showed. Even if they had time to rearrange things.
There's nothing.
What else would you have put at the end?
Yeah.
There's nothing. Like, overall, and just I tweeted it out, the State of Play blew this away.
Not even close.
State of Play has blown everything away that's happened.
It blew
since
Xbox away also. Yeah.
So overall, kind of weak.
It's 2023. Damn it. Thanks, John.
I don't know. It's kind of I'm excited for Last of Us, but that was the big.
If that didn't leak, I would feel better about this show. But that probably would have brought it from what I would grade it as like a C-. It would have brought it to a C.
Like a C, yeah.
Yeah.
Not great.
I don't know. Like, I assumed we were going to get the God of War release date. We didn't get it. I'm not taking any points off yet because we've got a long way to go.
I still think we're going to get a true
PlayStation showcase.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so hopeful we get
they
God
haven't
of
talked
War
about
release.
Anything first party except for Last of Us Part 1.
We get a God of War release. Maybe we see something more from Spider-Man. Maybe something more from Wolverine.
You're hoping
hope
for
so.
points.
There's got to be more. I don't know. I
So,
think it's kind of weak.
There were a lot of reports going around last week that God of War has been delayed. Schreier said no. As of now, it is planned for November. If it's November, obviously the date is going to be
11/11/22.
So,
which was also Starfield's original release date.
Correct.
So
which
that's
is why
like
they can just
such
go
a,
like it's like DX go.
Yeah.
But anything can change. At least Sony has The Last of Us Part 1 coming out. So at least they've got something in the fall, which they never have anything in the fall. But like I said, this show was not great at all. Supposedly the God of War thing. Sorry, I didn't finish that. There's an announcement coming later this month per Schreier. So I assume their showcase is going to be later this month. And then we have to figure out what the hell. We don't know anything after God of War right now. We know literally nothing from first party. No Bluepoint. No.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. We know Spider-Man 2 and we know Wolverine, but we don't know any even time frame for those games.
No.
So, also as a side note, the ESA has said that E3 will be back next year with in-person and digital events. My thinking is, LOL, okay, but like watching this, I'm like, I just miss E3, like. You can only show the games that you can show, and it's not like there's an E3 showcase and then Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft go. It's just E3 hosts this crap. So maybe it's just that like there aren't enough games to show. But watching Summer Game Fest, I was like, why did I block off my calendar for this?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Are you excited for E3?
Right now, I say no, but like obviously I will be next year. Like, I don't know that it's needed, but like you said, you can only show the games that you've got. I don't think Sony and Microsoft or whoever are like, oh, we've got stuff to show, but since it's not called E3, we're just going to keep that in our back. Like, I don't think because E3 is back that magically all these people are going to show stuff that they wouldn't have shown if it wasn't E3, but. I don't know.
All right, next up, we've got the Xbox Bethesda Showcase, and I was hoping this was going to be better, but man, this, in my opinion, sucked. And y'all know I love Sony, I love Nintendo, Xboxes, whatever. I own an Xbox. I wanted this to be great. This was not great. They start off with a trailer for Redfall. I was watching this, and I was like, is this a BioShock game or something? And then I'm like, oh, it's Redfall. The game no one cares about that got delayed. And as I wrote down, I see why it was delayed. Like, this was a really long trailer, and it looked really not good. Like, your hands and the gun look great. All the other, like, your friends and the enemies, they're on PS3 360. Like,
yeah, it's not good.
It looked horrible. I don't care. I probably care less about vampires, well, than I do zombies. No, probably zombies, because Dracula is a vampire.
Yes.
But anything, do you care about Redfall?
I don't care anything about Redfall. I don't really care anything about the probably dozen or so first-person shooter games that they showed.
Yeah.
So, no.
But one game you do care about is Hollow Knight Silksong. Half point for you. This looks freaking beautiful. You're right. I was going to discuss it. I think you get a full point. But
I really only get the full point if it comes out next year.
But later on in the show, they said everything we're showing is out in the next 12 months.
So if it comes out in 22, technically I got it wrong because I said it would come out in 23.
It's not coming out this year.
Well, then,
but they would if it was.
They probably would have said it. Yeah,
I'll give you a full point. So you're winning right now.
But yeah, I
wrote down here these bosses are stupid insane, and it's Game Pass day one. That's awesome. I don't know how people come up with this stuff, and I don't know how they create it after they come up with it in their freaking heads.
Yeah,
this game is just this. When I saw this, I was like, man, I know it's just quote unquote more Hollow Knight.
But that's what I want.
But it just looks so much more insane. I don't know what it was, but like you've been hoping this forever. What did you think of the reveal?
I mean, it looks beautiful, and yes, it's more Hollow Knight, but it seems like Hornet controls quite a bit different than Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
She's a lot more like agile. It seems like you're up in the air and like fast attacking and stuff, whereas the first one was just like like it seems like there's a little bit more going on here. I still don't know what to think as far as how big of a game is this. Is it another
at this point? I think
Hollow Knight
it's a full
like,
game.
If it is, Well, I can't wait. Even if it's, they're not advertising this as deal. I think if anything, maybe it's kind of like Miles, where it's not Spider-Man 2, but it's also not just DLC. It's somewhere
1.5.
in between.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm expecting here, but I'm okay with it. Like,
Redfall looked bad. Thank you, John.
I can't wait for it. And I'm glad to see that it still exists. It is happening.
It's a real game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got a trailer for High on Life out October of 2022. It's from the Rick and Morty creator. This is the game where the alien gun was talking to you, and I wanted to just punch myself in the face.
Yeah.
Then, as I just alluded to, they said games shown will be playable in the next 12 months. I said, yeah, okay. Then Riot Games announced that League of Legends Wild Rift, Legends of Runeterra, Valorant are all coming to Game Pass on PC, and they're also coming to mobile. I don't know. I don't care. I'm happy for people that are happy, but I'm not gonna just fake like I care.
Less. No.
Then we got a Plague Tale Requiem trailer. It's coming out 2022. It will be day one on Game Pass. I stopped writing that down because every game from here on out is day one on Game Pass. I have still not played a Plague Tale.
Not all of them. Because they all said available on Game Pass.
And then there was some
said
console launch
day
exclusive.
One game. Some said day one Game Pass. Some just
Okay.
said it'll be on Game Pass.
Okay, that's true.
Eventually. But
I'm not gonna. I don't even. I'm not gonna.
also, there was one game. Maybe it was that High on Life, maybe? One of these games, and I remember it was a game that looked kind of weird, so it probably was that, said, like some of them said world premiere or whatever before it. One game, and I think one game only, although I did stop watching later, I think it was High on Life, said something like console launch premiere or something like that.
Not console launch exclusive?
No.
Because
Maybe.
there were a lot that said console launch exclusive.
But what does that even mean?
It means it first on Xbox, but it's also going to come to PlayStation and Switch. And
that's what they mean. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought they were saying like your console launched about a year and a half ago. Like, why are you still talking about a console launch? But okay, I get if that's what they're saying. I get it. But
so Plague Tale Requiem, this looked dope. I have not played the first game.
I don't really know much about.
You control rats and
what
you
was
do
the first
stealth.
one?
A Plague Tale.
Yeah, but didn't it have another
Innocence? Age of Innocence or
That's-
something.
I think it was just Innocence, yeah, or something. But this is another one that looks really good, but I don't really know enough about. Like, I might be interested. I don't know.
Stealth and you control rats.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I've got an Xbox, so I will play this when it comes out. Then we got an announcement for just the name Forza Motorsport. Not 8 or 12 or whatever it is, but it's coming out spring 2023, and I wrote down just wow. They will have real-time ray tracing in the game when you're playing it. Seriously, wow. But I also said, why are they spending so much time on this? A racing game, I get it, to people that love it, is a big deal. That's not what not E3 is about, though. Like, it felt like 10 or 15 minutes they spent on this game.
It was a long time.
Like, almost as long as they spent on Starfield. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm like, why are you spending so much time? It looks beautiful. Okay.
It looks beautiful, yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It's beautiful, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not for me. And that's not, I mean, I said the same thing about Gran Turismo. Like, I don't care about racing games. I don't care about Horizon. I never played it. But that's much more my style than this. Like, I'd rather...
Forza Horizon.
Yes, not Zero Dawn or Forbidden.
Forbidden.
To this day, one of the most fun, not counting like Mario Kart, things like that, the most fun racing game. There's no way no, I don't think you know what I'm going to say.
Daytona.
No. But I mean, yes, I enjoyed that. But like, that was big. Like, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Midtown Madness. Do you remember this game? It's probably one of the final PC games I owned. But it was set in Chicago. I think there were racing modes where you like race around the city. But then there's also just like free driving. And you
grab
just
a cab.
Drive around. I don't remember if there were like objectives. It may have just been drive around the city. But like you can like jump over. Like I don't know. Like I had more fun playing that game, which is... I mean, maybe it's close to Forza Horizon. I don't know. But, like, it was not a just much more arcadey than simulation, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. I had more fun with that than any other racing game, again, other than like Mario Kart and stuff that I've ever played. But just racing games, like
just
simulation type racing game, like I don't care. It's not for me. It looks beautiful. I mean, I don't know how
it is breathtaking.
A game can look that good, but I just don't care.
Then we got a trailer for Flight Simulator's 40th anniversary, and the Halo plane is in it now.
And I mean, this is another one. Like, it looks beautiful,
right?
But
it's
honestly,
also like
I'm kind of
120 gigs. Like I can't even.
Really, I think that would be fun to play, but like, I don't know. I kind of look at it almost as like GTA 5. Like, I can fly around. Now, granted, that's just a fake made-up city in the game, but like, I enjoy just stealing a plane and just flying around. Like, it's just beautiful.
Trying to go under bridges.
But there's other stuff you can do when you're done with that. This game, you just literally fly around and be like, wow, that looks really pretty. And if you don't know how to
take off, you die.
Then,
like, well, okay, this is not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, again, looks beautiful.
Then we got an announcement that Overwatch 2 is out in early access October 4th. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. It is free to play, but for the P2P. Or the PvP, but the PvE is coming later, and that it seems like might not be free to play. I thought the whole point of this was they're doing a single player story. First off, this game should not exist.
No.
Add these new freaking fighters, these new heroes, whatever, to the old game. Give new maps. You can patch in a freaking It's free to play, so whatever. You can't get too mad about it, but like, I don't know what. There's never going to be a Minecraft 2. There's never going to be a Fortnite 2. There shouldn't be an Overwatch 2.
Yeah, it doesn't need to exist.
I'm glad it's coming to PlayStation, I guess. I could not freaking care less. Then this is when I really started falling asleep. I don't even know. I don't know what this. It autocorrected. I don't even know what this game's called. But I wrote down apparently Area History Untold is coming to PC Game Pass.
It was something.
Oh, it was Aura, I think.
I think that was it. Yeah. I thought that was.
It looks like a Civ knock. I thought it was Civ 7 as well.
I thought it was Age of Empires or something.
Or that, yeah.
But yeah.
Then Elder Scrolls Online is getting the High Isle DLC. It's out next week. This is when I went to pee. And then Fallout 76, The Pit, is finally coming out in September. Is anyone still playing Fallout 76? I don't think so.
Can't imagine.
Then we got a Forza Horizon 5 DLC trailer for the Hot Wheels, which is out July 19th. To me, this just looked like, as I said in the Discord, they're just doing what GTA Online did and probably not doing it as well.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. Then we get...
So, similar to E3, Game Fest, right around this time, I was watching. Right around this time, I stopped watching and I just went out and laid out by the pool. I left my phone playing next to me. I'm like, I'll just kind of listen to what's happening. And if anything sounds interesting, I'll grab my phone and look at it. But right around here, I think I just started kind of listening and looked at my phone occasionally.
Well, you didn't miss anything because then we got a trailer for Ark 2, Ark Survival Involved, whatever it's called. It's out in 2023, and also Vin Diesel rides a dinosaur, and that's a real thing. I didn't make that up. It was in there.
I saw it on Twitter.
What the hell? Why? Scorn is out October 21st on Game Pass. Some kind of horror game where I said you're pulling out your own umbilical cord. This
at least looked like what I saw of it on Twitter and stuff. It looked
disgusting.
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, it looked disgusting, but like at least, I don't know, kind of interesting, I guess. But I don't know what the game...
Right.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, it was pretty freaky.
Then we got Flintlock Siege of Dawn. If there's ever been a harder game name to say, I don't know what it is. But it's out early 2023, and I wrote down...
Cunning stunts?
I'm not saying it. You had to think about it for a second.
I always have to think about it.
You kill crabs and stuff with an axe is what I wrote. I don't know. It looks like Forspoken, but with no magic is what I thought of when I saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then there's Minecraft Legends, which is coming out next year. It's an action strategy game. It's like Minecraft, but it's cell shaded. Do you care?
I don't know that I care, but it kind of looks fun. Like, it looks like it's got...
I wanted to play Minecraft Dungeons. I just never did.
This looks like that, but like on crack. Like, it seems like there's a whole like, this seems like... Yes, I know it's got the Minecraft name attached to it, but it seems like it's a
Fallout
legit
76 is PS
game. I don't know. But, I'm not going to play it, but...
No.
At least it looked interesting.
Lightyear Frontier was announced for spring 2023, and I wrote down that I thought it was No Man's Sky. There's another
More on
game.
that later.
Yeah. Gunfire Reborn is out in October, and at this point, I just want to kill myself. Until there was a trailer for a game called The Last Case of Benedict Fox, out spring. This is what I wanted to see from Flashback 2.
Yes, this looks more Flashback 2.
This looks
Flashback
so
2, maybe.
freaking cool. I worry that this is more Flashback than Flashback is, but this looks so cool. But then I go back to the other game that's not being shown because they're in Ukraine. They're getting destroyed. What was it? Is it called Redacted? It's going to be funny if we get codes to that. I'm like, we're playing Redacted, which is Redacted.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking? Do you remember that game that was like a Fallout style of game, but it's more pixely?
Fallout?
Not Fallout. He said Fallout. Flashback.
I remember there being a game that was not
Recalled
Flashback
or
2
something.
that fit that
It was
mold.
that, but now I can't remember.
But yeah, I don't remember much about it.
Last Case of Benedict Fox. Are you hyped? But you might not be able to play it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
If this is on PlayStation, I would definitely check it out.
As Dusk Falls is coming out July 19th. This looks like Oscar bait. This looks horrible, I
didn't
think.
even see it.
This is like one of those like choice-based games, but it's like the art style looks cool until you realize that like the people are talking and it's just and they kind of fade out. And it looks bad, I think. Naraka Blade Point is on PC, but now it's coming to Xbox in June, I think. Pentiment is a new game from Obsidian. It's coming out in November. Grounded is finally coming out in September. I could have sworn Grounded was already out. And I know it's been in early access, but I thought it was actually out.
This is a game.
The concept is cool.
Yes, it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
But we've heard about this for like 6 years now.
It's been a long time, yeah. But this is one I wish I could play.
And then Erebon Shadow Legacy is out in 2023. Replaced. Thank you, John. God bless you. Erebon. What the hell did I called it Redacted. Erebon Shadow Legacy is out 2023. Cell shade game where you. Oh, this was the game where you're like going from shadow to shadow.
I didn't see this one.
It looked cool. It looked cool. Then we get Diablo 4 trailer coming out next year. It is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Shut up, dogs. It looks like it's only current gen and PC, which is good. They show the new class, which is the Necromancer, like the Necrodancer, whatever the thing is from that Zelda.
Crypt of the Necrodancer.
No, Necromancer, actually.
No, I know, but I'm thinking back to...
It should... No, but the game is actually called Crypt of the Necromancer.
Oh, it is?
It should be Dancer because they're beep, bop, but it's not. All the gameplay was from Series X. It is a fully realized open world, all about player choice, 150 dungeons, cross-play, and co-op. It just looks like more Diablo. I don't know. For them to say, like, this is running on Series X.
It is Necrodancer. Dang it.
Okay, well, good for you.
Cadence of Hyrule. That was the part I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
This is running on Series X. Okay. That could run on PS3 is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Diablo 4. I want to play this game, and it's not about the ABK, all their issues. It's not that. I'm just like, this just does not...
I downloaded but haven't touched Immortal.
I have not played it since I talked about it last week.
I keep seeing on Twitter that it's like a 0.6 on Metacritic or something. Like it's just the worst game ever. And I'm like,
it's down to 0.2 now. It is the lowest. It's the lowest game ever from user
I've just
ratings.
never gotten into Diablo. I can't remember if I ever played the first one. I briefly played the second one, which was probably
Shadow
25 years ago now. But it just seemed, and I know the game has evolved, but it's also still Diablo. All I remember about that game, I'm pretty sure you play it with the mouse, or at least I did.
And you go.
You basically just click on that enemy and hold it, and your guy will just go up to him and just go,
and then you go here, click.
And I'm sure there's more strategy. Like, don't yell at me, but like, I could never get into it. I'm sure Diablo 4 is way different than that, but I've never gotten into them.
Jesus, this show goes on forever. Then we got a trailer for Sea of Thieves, which I will say was pretty fun, with them singing about. It was very meta with everything. What did I just say?
Meted or something?
It's very meta what everything, I think is what I said.
The Mado?
Sea of Thieves Season 7 is out July 21st. Ravenlock is out next year. Cocoon is out next year. This is from the designer of Inside Limbo. This one looked cool.
I
was the
didn't
one
see
where you
it,
come
but
out of, like,
if
a
it's inside
cocoon.
in limbo, like
It's instead of like side scrolling, it's more top down isometric thing, but you come out of this weird cocoon and then you're walking. It looks super cool. And then Wolong Fallen Dynasty is out early 2023 from Team Ninja. Phil comes out and says he loves Japan. And then Persona is coming to Game Pass. So Persona 5 Royal is out on Game Pass October 21st. Persona 4
so now you can
Golden.
play it. Oh well, no, I guess it was already on PS. Plus.
Yeah, and I'm not going to. Nice joke. Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3. I forget what the P is. What was it? P3P is what I wrote down.
Yeah. Portable?
Prefix? Yeah, Persona 3 Portable.
I think
Because I think it was a PS2 game, and then they brought it to
Yeah.
PSP. I don't care, but I'm happy for people that only have Xbox that they get to play this. Bye, John.
See it.
And then I wrote down effing Kojima. I'm giving myself a half point. Sean agreed.
I'm okay with it.
It counts. Kojima is here. He has nothing to show, but he is making a game for Xbox, which I will be able to play. You will not. You probably don't even care after Death Stranding.
I'm torn. Last time he made a game that was different than anything we've ever seen.
It didn't
Like he
work
tried
for
to
you.
create a
new
created
genre.
a new genre. Not for me. It does not sound like this is going to be Silent Hill or anything like that because he's
It's
saying
gonna
it's
be
something you've
something
never
weird.
like. So, I mean, we know absolutely nothing right now. I'm not going to lose any sleep over this until I see that it's something that looks really cool, and then maybe I'll be upset that I can't play it. But we know absolutely nothing right now.
And it doesn't mean we're not getting Death Stranding 2.
Which, yeah.
Yeah. But he is going to be utilizing their cloud technology for something never seen before. Like I said, nothing was revealed. And then we get Starfield gameplay. They showed off first and third person gameplay. They talked about the story elements. They talked about the character creator. You can build your own spaceship. There's space travel and combat, which people were happy about. They said, and I quote, "You can land anywhere on planets and explore over 100 systems with 1,000 total planets." Bullshit.
I mean, this is
Todd.
stupid.
This is No
Todd,
Man's
Todd,
Sky. Todd. This is No Man's Sky all over again.
This is just something that's going to come back and bite them.
This will bite them in the ass, and I cannot wait.
Like, I mean, think of even Jedi Fallen Order. There's what, 7, 8 planets, something, but it's like you are on that planet somewhere about the size of like your cul-de-sac here. Like there's a bunch of planets, but it's not like you go around the whole planet.
Right.
There's like a little bit, like that's what this is probably going to be. Unless it's a teeny tiny planet that you like Mario Galaxy, that you can literally just walk all the way
But then
around.
also, what the hell's the point?
Exactly. Like this, there's no. You're just touting a number because 1,000. We can do 1,000 planet. Like, who cares? If you can do 1,000 planets in it, they're all. What's the point? There's no need. This is, and I'm not hating, but like, I would have rather they say 27 planets. Like that would make way more sense. You do not need to go to 1,000 planets. You don't have 1,000 full-fledged planets in this
What are you
game.
doing? Like, I was on board. So the gameplay, I will say, looked pretty good. The shooting
I just
looked
do not.
decent.
I've never gotten into any of the like Fallout. What was the one? I have Fallout 3.
I couldn't remember if you had 3 or New
something.
Vegas.
PS3?
That was PS3, yeah.
And I just bought it on a whim once because I think I saw it on sale. I was like, "Oh, game of the year! It has to be good." I just never got. I can't get into these like because they're first person. They're role playing games, but it's still like first person shooter. I've never really gotten into them. Same thing with like Borderlands and stuff. I can't get into these games. Like, it's not for me.
Also, when these friggin' people are sitting there talking to you and they're like, "Oh, hey, would you like to buy some things on sale?" Straight, they look stupid. Like,
That's why I finally found. This is the picture I was.
it
looking
makes
for.
the facial animations in Horizon 1 look like Oscar worthy.
That's because I saw
That is
Ash.
a character. yes. Yeah, that is yes. You could be in
I was gonna
friggin'
tweet that and then
whatever
I
this
never
is
did,
called. What
but-
the hell is it called?
Starfield.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think the combat did look decent. I think it also, the game was running like a Bethesda game.
24
runs.
frames per second.
I don't know. I will never understand. This is one of those things that speaking about stuff that happened a year ago, Ernie was one of the defenders of Bethesda. I'm like,
Really?
These games suck. Fallout 4 sucks. It gets announced and everybody's like, Game of the Year, and then they play it and they're like, my God, this gameplay is horrible. It runs like crap. The elevators don't load. The doors don't like. It's not. I don't agree with the whole like, ho ho ho, Bethesda jank. That's funny. No, especially when you just got for how you got bought for $8 billion.
Yeah.
This game did not look like it was running well. I will say this game is not coming out in the next 12 months. This game is either November
well, you've got
of
written
23.
down here that it's 22, but that's not right.
Well, yeah, I wrote that. It's either November of 23, or I should say holiday 23, or it's 24. This game ain't ready for prime time.
No.
They got to get these 1,000 planets ready.
Yeah.
I do not care at all that Xbox got them. As a PlayStation fan, I mean, I know I've got an Xbox, but as a PlayStation fan, could not care less. I'll miss Doom, and that's it. Because when I see this, I'm like, I will play it because I have an Xbox and I have Game Pass. That's what they're banking on. By the time this game actually comes out, though, how much money have they spent financing this effing thing?
Yeah.
And how's it going to make that back if all it is on Game Pass?
Well, the funny thing is, I'm sure because Twitter, and this is what they do, and I'm falling for it, but there's this one guy, and I think it's only been one guy at least that I've seen, that tweeted something along the lines of, I think he was replying to somebody basically saying, well, yeah, it doesn't look that great, but you know what? Even if it sucks, who cares? It's on Game Pass, so it's free.
I saw that, yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of the
issue.
Yeah, because there's no
one wants to pay that. This is why people get like, no offense, John or anybody else. This is why people don't want to pay $70 for The Last of Us Part 1.
Right.
I'm not calling you out, John, or anything like, but it's just like, there's so many times where I hear people will say on Twitter, whatever, like, such and such looks cool. I'll wait for it to come out of Game Pass, or maybe it'll be a PS Plus game. And I'm like, if you want to have video games in the future that are of this quality, you have to pay for them.
Exactly.
I don't know why we don't understand this, but that being said, again, watch Curb. That's how I feel about Starfield. Yeah, it might suck, but I've got Game Pass, so whatever. I'll play it. But I never would have bought it. Never
I would
in a million
much
years
rather
would I spend $70 on this.
If Starfield were more like
Starfield,
this type of game, but like Star Ocean, like a true RPG, like the old school RPG, but for a new generation, basically just not first person shooting, pew pew pew,
in space, yeah.
And you get to go from planet to planet and stuff. Like, that's right up my alley. This does nothing for me. Nothing I saw today at all changes my mind. And I agree that this game is not coming out in the next 12 months. They may say it is.
It ain't.
I mean, they already are. It's not.
It ain't. And the fact that they put last year at this time, they said 11/11/22. Bullshit.
Yeah.
I also wrote down, so that was the end of the show. I wrote down, we got no Hellblade 2. No Indiana Jones, no Perfect Dark, no Fabled, no Avowed, etc.
Fable.
What did I say?
Fabled.
Maybe that's the name of it. It's the third. Maybe it'll be Fabled.
Or maybe it'll just be The Fable.
Shut up. No Avowed. Like.
Yeah.
So obviously my prediction of Hellblade 2, I'm not going to mark the points off yet. Well, there's no points off. It's not coming out this year. No. The fact that they haven't even shown, this was announced 3 years ago. The first one came out 5 years ago. What are they doing over there? Perfect Dark, I think, is effed. I hope it's good, but I think it is effed. Indiana Jones, have they even started on it?
I doubt it.
Fable, I want it to be a thing because it feels like it's Xbox's, well, it is Xbox's Zelda. I want it to be a thing. I would like to play that game. I don't think it's coming out. Avowed looked cool, but like what I don't know, man.
And this is not us hating on Xbox. I think this whole like Sony didn't blow us away at
Sony showed one thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a
After
disappointing.
It was a disappointing few days for sure.
Yeah.
So as we stand right now, our predictions. Sean's number one prediction was that Death Stranding 2 will get a tease. We'll get a tease
Could
for Death
still
Stranding
happen
2
if we
from
get.
Kojima.
I wouldn't mark that red yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, all of these could still happen.
Elden Ring DLC out this fall. Out of everything you predicted, that was the one that I was like,
I thought that was a
that's full
surefire,
point.
and
yeah.
I got nothing.
But you've got all summer. You're good. Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat 2 revealed. Nope. Number 4 for Sean. Hollow Knight Silksong trailer 2023 release window. I'm giving him the full point there. He deserves it. Wolverine tease and some additional info.
I think with the exception of GTA 6, I think I'm still
You
alive.
didn't go that-
All of these
Yeah.
could maybe still I mean, GTA
Hell, you could get a
but-
GTA 6 trailer to close the state of play or
Maybe, yeah.
whatever. So Sean right now has 1 full point. Agreed?
Yeah.
My predictions were Kojima shows up and teases what he's working on, and then I said maybe it's Death Stranding 2. Half point there. He showed up on Xbox. When that happened, I just texted Sean. I said, Jesus Christ.
I think you said kill me.
I said kill me. Silent Hill will be shown. We'll also either get Metal Gear or Castlevania. Also, kill me. Hellblade 2 trailer and a release date of this year. Nope. Blue Point shows up and teases what remake they're working on. If
There's an argument to
there's
be
an
made.
argument.
Shut up. That half of your prediction,
What the hell?
half of your predictions were Kojima related. Between number 1, number 2, and number 4, you had a lot of
That's
eggs in the Kojima basket.
No, only a half a point worked out. Blue Point teases what they're working on. I still think I've got a chance of getting that. That would be at the showcase, whatever. I said God of War and The Last of Us remake are coming out this year, but The Last of Us will come with factions. That was wrong. I need to mark that red because that's obviously not happening. No. But I got a third of a point there. There was 3 things there. I'm not going to give myself a half point. That's a third of a point. And then Red Dead Redemption remake announced. What the hell? It's us with our 2 Rockstar things. So right now, Sean is leading 1 point to a half plus a third. So 1 to point
1 to
0.83333333333.
But you could get up to
I could get up to a lot.
1.1666666 if God of War does come out this year. And then you'll be beating me by what, 1/6 of a
I think
point.
the only things I'm definitely not getting, Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead's
is
not happening.
And Hellblade 2
2
is
at
not,
this
it
point,
would have been at this show.
yeah.
So those are out.
Yeah.
So the most I can get total is 4 points. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Now, what if Death Stranding 2 is shown at the Sony thing, but Kojima's not there? Because you said Kojima is there and teases.
I wrote that wrong. I said Kojima shows up and he teases what he's working on. He already did that.
Okay.
Now that
so
would
he
be
doesn't
wild.
need to be there to show.
Right.
I mean, he would. I mean, if they talk about it, he'll.
But if they talk, then you're going to get a full point as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So shut up. That would be crazy though. If there was anybody that was going to show up and auteur.
That's true. I think that's also not happening because he would have done that at Key 3.
But the fact that he showed, I still feel like the bullshit he just pulled at Xbox. I'm sorry, Hideo, I love you, Kojima-san. I mean, that I thought would have been similar to what would have happened at SGF, but it
didn't.
It didn't. It's just weird. So we don't know what Overdose is. It could be Death Stranding 2. Who knows? All right, we've been going for a while. Let's get to the wrap up, Sean. I am talking loud. Blossom Tales 2 is out August. I had forgot, that this game was coming out. But did you watch the trailer?
I don't think I knew that it was coming. Like
we talked about it forever ago.
Maybe, but
the Minotaur Prince or some bullshit name.
Whatever happened to that? Made me think of Hazelnut Bastille or whatever. Is that still happening?
They're still working on it. I signed up for Twitter alerts for the dev. They haven't tweeted in a few months at least.
Yeah.
I think they were still planning to get the 8-bit game out this year, but obviously that ain't happening.
Yeah.
And Hazelnut Bastille would be next year, I guess, which probably means 25.
But either way, Blossom Tales 2, like...
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I can't wait.
If you like top-down Zelda games, go play Blossom
thing
Tales.
I wish they would have done, which we always want them to do with these types of games, make it look 16-bit.
Yeah. Like Shovel Knight.
You did the 8-bit thing. Okay,
I mean, not like Shovel Knight, but you know what we want Shovel Knight to
exactly, yeah. But still looks cool.
The one thing I hope they fix, the only thing I didn't like, and watching the gameplay, I don't think they did. It needs to be fixed, but like the way you attacked in that, when you swipe your sword. No, you swipe it. Do you swipe it? Swing it. When you swing your sword, you swipe a screen. Swipe or no swiping. When you swing your sword, you know how you kind of move, like the game, you're like incrementally moving as you're attacking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That took some getting used to, but I don't care. I'm just so happy that this game's happening.
Yeah.
I also cannot believe that we played that freaking game 5 years ago. We've been doing this podcast for a long ass time.
Dang. Wow.
Next up, Final Fantasy VII is getting a 10-minute anniversary stream next week. It will be, quote, short and sweet, but packed with lots of information.
That basically means we're not going to see anything, but they're going to talk about part 2.
We're going to see the logo.
Probably.
Which is just going to say remake part 2.
Which will just be...
But Tetsuya Nomura does hope that, quote, everyone can look forward to the unveiling. I think it's the unveiling of a logo. I think it's a tease with some kind of music that I don't recognize, but you do, and that's it. Yeah. Maybe we see Cloud turn around or we see Aerith get freaking shanked or something. I don't know, but Xbox app is coming to Samsung TVs, only the 2022 models on June 30th, so I cannot get this on my TV. Also, the Design Lab is getting new colors and expanding to other countries in Europe and Asia. Why the hell won't Sony just make a friggin' Design Lab?
I would pay a lot of money to be able to just customize my own controller.
What the hell are they doing?
I feel like they're leaving a lot of money on the table. Like, just... There's no reason they can't do it. And if it's going to be expensive to implement, then just... Charge $100.
Xbox charges like 70 or 75 for these things. Where a normal controller is
you'll
55.
make your money back. Yeah. I mean, and if nobody does it,
then it doesn't matter.
Then you're not
it's just
out
a website.
Who
cares? Yeah. They also announced the hardest word I'm going to say on this podcast, which is Project Moorcroft, Guillermo, which will allow Game Pass subscribers to try out demos of upcoming games it's launching next year. Microsoft says they're on track. They're on a truck to launch 5 or more first-party games by June 2023. That's hilarious after watching that show, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Starfield,
no,
not happening. Redfall, I guess is happening, but nobody cares. Forza is coming. I'm not going to scroll back up because I don't care, but like, are there 5 in there? I don't know.
Yeah.
We got some notes on the ABK acquisition. Games with big communities across multiple platforms will not be broken up, so they say. Select brand new titles will be exclusive. We already knew that. Microsoft wants as many ABK games on Game Pass as possible, obviously. But apparently that is not Call of Duty this year.
Yeah. Again,
I will buy it. That is fine. Sonic Central stream happened where I was very hopeful for stuff, but instead we got the Sonic Prime Netflix show got a trailer with Shadow. Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails are coming to Fall Guys in August. Sonic Frontiers Prologue was announced, which is an animated short. And then Sonic Frontiers, it was announced we'll have an XP system and a skill tree for a Sonic game.
I don't know what to think of this game. Like,
I'm getting more and more mad. The first time I saw the teaser, I was like, yes. The more I see of it, I'm like,
but then I'm like,
stop.
this is not
Sonic.
Like, you kind of, obviously Sonic has been a success over the last 3 decades.
Overall, yeah.
But I feel like you put all your eggs into the Sonic basket and you kind of have shoehorned like you can't make a game where you're not just going really, really fast. Right. Otherwise, it just seems out of place. And I feel like, I don't know, like you need to come up with something that's not Sonic. I know, easier said than done, but like I feel like they need something else to be like the Sega, not to be the new Sonic, be the new flagship, whatever. But I feel like this game looks like it could be fun. I just don't know that it should be starring Sonic.
Right.
I don't know.
I wrote down we did not get Sonic Mania 2.
I don't think we will.
What the hell are they doing?
What are we doing?
Sonic Origins will have reworked music for Sonic 3 and Knuckles to get around the legal issues with Michael Jackson and all that crap. I don't like that. The soundtrack is amazing. I get it. They got to do it to get it out.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah. Diablo 4 beta signups are live. Yeah, I already talked about that. Netflix announced Dragon Age Absolution, a show out later this year, which I don't care about, but what I do care about is a quick teaser for Castlevania Nocturne with Richter. We knew this was coming. This is not news, but we finally saw it.
Any chance it's this year?
No, they would have said.
Yeah.
I am so hyped for this. I don't know the story of Richter that well. I'm way more familiar with everything that we just saw. I mean, it was I'm more familiar with those characters that we saw in the first show than I am Richter.
The funny thing is there's a lot between Rondo,
Symphony.
and Symphony and like the GBA games, there's a huge cast of characters, like way more than the Trevor era. Obviously, the little girl, what's her
Maria.
name? Maria will be in it. She'll probably be the Sypha, like she'll be the sidekick through it. But there's a lot of characters they can put into it, so I think it's going to be good.
I'm hyped. I cannot freaking wait for this. As good as the first show was, again, I've said it many times to anyone who will listen, it is the best video game adaptation of all time. The only thing that's close to it is the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Hopefully The Last of Us gets to that level, but I don't know. Sony Bend unveiled a new logo. They also said that they're working on a new IP that contains multiplayer elements and will build on the open world systems of Days Gone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just call it Siphon Filter then. Tetris Effect designer Tetsuya Mizuguchi is very interested in working on a PSVR 2 game.
I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Ghostbusters VR is coming to PSVR 2 in addition to the Quest. Moss Book 2 is coming to Quest on July 21st, so that exclusivity with PSVR did not last very long. Power Wash Simulator is out July 14th on Xbox and PC. I don't think it's Game Pass.
It will have. I mean,
I want
maybe not
this.
day one, but it will.
Oh
be.
God,
that's got
it's-
Game Pass written. all
It
over
is so. I friggin' when I've seen videos of this, I'm like, oh my God,
It's so satisfying.
I need this so bad. I wish it had a platinum trophy. Forza Horizon 5 has crossed 20 million players in 7 months of availability. Forza Horizon 4 took 8 months to just hit 10 million players. But I think Forza Horizon 4 did not launch on Game Pass. So
Right.
yeah. iOS 16 will be supporting Joy-Con and Pro controllers for Nintendo if you want to use them on your iPad or phone. Who the hell's going to use the Joy-Cons? What do you like?
Why would you? I mean,
They can't do motion, so why would you?
If
use
that's
them?
all you have,
I get it, but man, you need
like if
another-
you really want to play Diablo Immortals,
Right.
or something like that on your iPad, and you don't have a PlayStation or Xbox, okay,
just use the screen.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Street Fighter 6 will allow you to change facial expressions in the versus screen before the fight with the D-pad. This was hilarious. This is what I was saying earlier. I'm so happy they're so open about Street Fighter 6. Still hate the logo, but I can't wait to play it. There will be fighter-specific taunts. They showed Luke going to Ryu. Hey. Like, Hadouken. Also, we'll have rollback netcode and crossplay. I don't know what rollback
I was gonna
netcode
say,
means.
what?
All it means is like the lowest latency you can get playing online. So it's a good thing.
Okay, yeah.
Halo Infinite is getting its co-op beta next month. I thought for sure that was going to be at the show as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell this game came out like 6 months ago. What are they doing over there? The Tomorrow Children is coming back with the Phoenix Edition later this year. It's coming on PS4. There will be PS5 enhancements later on. Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, Sean kind of touched on, got a free update that adds voices finally. Chris Raygun on Sacred Symbols was like, cool that they did this, but he's like, I wish you guys would have played this game before they put the voices in. Just imagine like Garfield beating the crap out of
Leonardo.
Doug Leonardo, and they're completely silent. There's no there's no there's no Hadouken, there's nothing. It's just and I'm like, what the frick? Stray, it was announced, has a dedicated meow button. And it is about 7 to 8 hours in length. I think that's perfect. I am so excited for this game.
Yeah.
1-2 Switch has an unreleased sequel that Nintendo is sitting on because apparently, according to playtesters, it sucks.
Like, how bad can it be?
You don't have the first one, right? Neither of us do? Okay. It's like, hey, how many ice cubes are in my cup? We did the same thing. Okay. Pretty bad, I guess.
I mean, unless they're admitting, okay, the first one was terrible, we had to make it better,
And we
didn't
can't.
make it better. But like, or are they saying this is worse than the first one?
It seems like it's worse than the first.
Oof.
Well, it's also the second verse, which is the same as the
Same as the first.
Sega announced after, last week they announced the Mega Drive Mini 2. Still waiting to see if it's coming to the US, but they said they're not doing a Dreamcast or Saturn Mini because of the high cost due to COVID. That sucks.
Yeah.
Basically, it was going to be too expensive to try to emulate these and do it right. So we're just going to do Genesis 2.
Yeah.
Mohammed bin Salman. Salman. Has invested $1 billion into Embracer. John Tingley is back. Hey, John, stick around. I think we're going to record our next video. You can watch that too, just because. F Saudi Arabia. Don't come cut my head off. But, like, you people behead people for being gay and trans. And, like, go to hell. I hate this.
Mohammed been investing a lot of money into Embracer.
He has been. God damn it, Sean. I can't even recover from that. And the last item here, the Grammys are adding a category for video game score.
That's pretty cool.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Hopefully God of War gets nominated. This has been a long, lengthy episode, but this is it for episode 285. Hopefully you like Summer Game Fest better than we did. We will be back next week. We're probably going to take a week or two off here in the near future because you're going out of town.
Trips,
I'm going to be on the cruise. Yeah. So, but stay tuned, whatever. It's the end of the episode. Thank you all so much for being here. And until the next time, Sean, take us out.
Thank you for playing.